Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Looney Lunar Prison. We've got 46 grand. This is after that big intake that just happened. So I wanted to talk about what we're doing today, and that is the protective custody. It's about time we got a place where we can protect them. I've been thinking a lot about this, how we're going to share environments, right? I want to have at least as much as possible the stuff I've already purchased. See, look at this guy. This guy's been stuck in the toilet. Hold on, pause this. This bug is causing everyone to get pissed off. Because they're stuck in the toilet, right? They don't have the rest of the food, and so they're all pissed off. That's crazy. That's just nuts. 11 staff have serious complaints right now. Before we get into that, let's take a look at the staff. It looks like it's mostly just rest and warmth. This is all going to be about the dogs. I need to do something about that too. So we're gonna do that too. But I want to talk about a little bit what I'm doing right here. So first, I've added an extra CCTV monitor because we have extra cameras now. Let's come down here and go 1, 2. I think that's all the cameras. Yes, but we're going to add a couple of other cameras too. So we will do that once we start making the walls. Let's start making the walls. So white walls. Here we go. This is going to be a library. A place where people can read their books. Okay, it's very important. However, this space has sort of a back annex area, a lower annex, the restricted section of the library, if you will. And that section is reserved for our protective custody. Protective custody, of course, going right here. So we've got 10 cells here. I've blocked off space so that we can have another 10 cells, total of 20 cells. I don't think we're going to need more than that for protective custody. It's possible, and if we do, then we'll deal with that when the time comes. I may have to demolish the library and move it somewhere else, but or we'll have to dip into our forestry just a bit more too. Now, I don't know how in the hell the trees kept growing with our foundation. That's a little weird. Let's just go ahead and dismantle these right now. Okay. Now, these rooms here, I'm not sure what I'm going to do with them right now. So these are kind of reserved for whatever we decide. And that might also be additional cell blocks. But I also don't have any... solitary cells. So I might actually do a couple of those right here. We need to add a wall right here. This solid wall separates maximum security from the protective custody. Let's go ahead also and get these cells made. We can do that by coming to quick build, clone, and I've marked off this part, but I'm gonna go like this. I believe it's to 16. I think it's this big. It's 5 cells, right? So this is one more. We need one more. So 5 cells on each side. So it's gonna be this. So pop that there. That's at least going to get us the initial 10 cells that we want for protective custody. Now, protective custody has its own infirmary, and that's because I don't want them having to come all the way over here into the general population, and I don't want the general population to ever have access to them injured in here, okay? So general population, that includes maximum, they all get taken to this infirmary. This is the one infirmary for the whole prison. We'll see if we need another one later. I don't know, but for now, this one I think is going to be enough. Criminally Insane are doing really well, and I've actually upgraded the psychiatrist offices to outstanding now. So we added the flip board next to the medicine cabinets, and then there's this anatomy model. And I don't know how this helps prisoners, but I have it from this view, so you can see it from the looking left profile, the looking right profile, and then I've also put this one facing us just to make it different. I mean, I could have made it the same as the other office over here and stuff, but I just wanted it to be different. You can see it. But we have 4 offices, 4 psychiatrists now. All of them are considered outstanding. Their offices are maxed. So hopefully that leads to us really helping these guys a lot. Like, hopefully that nothing is a problem there. Okay, protective custody. So 10 cells here. I've remade this area to be a shared parole and visitation room. So this room here it's both. The parole has a size requirement, visitation does not. Visitation then is not 5 wide, it's only at 4. And it's going to have these 2 visitors tables. So 2 people can get visitation at a time, and 1 person can have a parole hearing at a time. In order for the prisoners to get into parole, they have to come through this narrow hallway, which has 2 metal detectors. They also, if they want to work in the workshop, which I hope they decide to, we can have them also go through here to get into the workshop as well, and they still have to go through the 2 metal detectors. Okay, so this is all locked in. Now, for the time being, parole will be eating in the regular canteen as well as using the regular yard. I don't know if they're going to have yard time. I might opt to put a little section in here that kind of prevents them from moving. I don't know how to do that necessarily, so if I'm going to give them free time, they may opt to come into this general area. So what I might do, right now, I have this set to, well, protective custody only. This is so that other prisoners don't come in here. But I'm actually starting to think what I might want to do instead is have a staff only spot here, and that will prevent protective custody from coming this way at all. Unfortunately, that means I can't share the canteen. So I'm still working on the logistics of how we can have protective custody share the canteen and the yard and still not be... It's going to come all the way down to this, right? Regime is going to be everything with this prison. Trying to perfect this, it's going to be a hit or miss, and we're probably going to miss for a little bit, but that's the general goal. Now, I wanted to have a common room for these guys too, and I'm probably just going to have it be this little area, this little common area. I'm also thinking of probably having a laundry area here too, and I'm wondering if we can have janitors bring laundry from the other parts of the prison into here. That's an option, because there's no reason why protective custody can't do this. The issue, though, is going to be with the sheer manpower. In order to have this library, which I'm going to have maximum go ahead and stock this library for the start. Once it's stocked, then we can go ahead and get them off of this, and then 1 person from protective custody can simply manage the library. But we can't have anybody managing the library unless they've passed education first. And that's why I'm also kind of like trying to figure out how to do the classroom thing. I was going to put this door here and let protective custody go ahead and access this, but it means I need this to be a shared classroom, which means the maximum are going to come here too, right? So I might need this space, is what I'm going with this. I might need this space for another classroom. There's a lot to work out here. It's not going to be the easiest thing, because I didn't really build the prison with the idea, like, to start. When I started designing this, I did not design it with the idea that all security levels will be in the prison. So this is sort of like, I have to adapt it, right? Which is, I think it's doable, and it's a challenge. I like the challenge of it. So anyway, once they get this done, you can notice our cell capacity, or our prisoner capacity, is at 159 now. It's not over 200 anymore, and that's because these cells are no longer marked as cells. I didn't want any of these guys coming down here and being here yet, and I also kind of wanted to get a feel for how, you know, let's fill these up first since I've expanded this. It looks to me like we don't have any lights in here, so you might want to fix that. So this is what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 apart. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 apart. That doesn't look enough. This looks like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. So 8 here like this. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Go. I can't do that. So we'll probably just put wall lights over here. That'll space it out. Put that there. Put that there. Put that. This is already built in. I see. So put that here instead, and put that there. And then put this here and here. Okay, that's going to give me lights for this area. We have 2 cells that still don't have water reaching them. And that's because the thick water pipes, I had to run it a little bit longer. I had to bring this all the way down here. It's a little bit of a risk, but honestly, like, if they're going to be over here digging to the pipe, they're going to get to the pipe anyway. So whatever. And if I expand this anymore this way, it might be for lower security prisoners over here, possibly. I don't know where low sec's going. I might end up segregating this after the fact. Just keep building it out and then segregating it after the fact. We'll see. So what else did I want to go through? This here was our whole common room shop idea. I forget. This is solitary here. We had a little bit of an outdoor section here. I was thinking about putting the other water pipe or the water station. I may still have to do that. We'll see. What else? I don't know. I think that's kind of it. I think that's what all I was going for right now. It's really about this. This little area here is going to keep me puzzled for just a little bit because I want these guys, I want every security level to use this canteen and to use this yard. If I have them spaced out, if I only have them in the yards during their designated times, it's enough space to hold everyone. I just don't want them to overlap. So protective custody, most likely, unless this has changed or unless it's really not this way, and I honestly don't remember because there was this debate about this before in previous series. There was a debate as to whether or not prisoners will actually sleep during the day when the sun is up. I believe they will. I've had a regime for that before, and prisoners didn't have a big sleep need. I think that'll be a thing. So when we get protective custody, we'll probably have them doing a lot of their stuff at night, and that'll just be the way it is. So they'll be out here at night when everybody's sleeping. They'll be eating when everybody's sleeping, and then they get out of this common area during the day. And that's probably how we'll play it. So to get them learning anything, though, it's super expensive because they're so limited. They're not going to be very many of them. At most, we'll have 20 in this area, unless I want to expand it, and I probably do. We need solitary for these guys, too, because they're going to act up. So let's grab quick build, clone, and we're just going to grab this bit. I think we'll go with just these 3 for now. Grab these 3. We'll just put the wall light in. Grab these 3, come on down here, and flip it, and go like... Yeah, see, like that is what I wanted. So I actually need to do... yeah, I do need the line. So I need to go like this. You know what? Yeah, I guess we'll just do it from this way. All right, let's come over here, flip it around, and we'll put it like this. Yes. Like this. And then we'll want to, I'll put in the extra white wall there. So we'll have 3 solitary cells reserved for protective custody. This will all be protective custody. All of this is, right? So there you go. What next? I'm still concerned about this part. Oh, okay. So the shop. We've got 3 storefronts, right? We've got one here. We've got one here, and we've got one here. And I see no reason why protective custody can't work in the shop. As long as they're doing it during a time when nobody else is working. For me, I feel like there's probably a regime where I can have, like, let's say, this pure free time slot, 10 to 11. We can probably have a pure 10 to 11 here. Maximum security might be sleeping during this time. So that's a pure free time. There's nobody working here. Okay. If they're sleeping during this time, who's working in the shop? Well, protective custody can do it, right? So stuff like that. So I want to have another door, put it right there. So we now have each of these doors watched over by a metal detector. We have 4 shop fronts. Here's the tables, which I actually don't need as many tables now. So I might want to put another shop shelf here. I don't think it's necessary. I think these hold enough products for everybody. And then, again, they can work here, and medium security can go ahead and buy things. Maybe we'll have medium security. Instead of free time, we could do yard time for them. And then, you know, we can maybe, after their yard time passes, perhaps they will go away, and we'll have like a slight overlap where then it becomes free time for MaxSec, and they can come over into the yard and into this common room and buy things, and protective custody can sell to both of them. And then when this work time period is passed, these guys will come out, and then one of these guys has a work time, and there's always somebody staffing the shop and always somebody who can buy from the shop, right? More shop income. Because shop revenue can get pretty crazy. Just like exports. It can get pretty nuts if you're able to staff it all the time. So we're going to look at doing that. All right. Water needs to be done too. Let's run this. Whoops. Let's run this all the way up. And then we're going to run this down. Let's go straight down, I think. Yeah, right down like this is fine. All the way down like that. And then over, 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 and across. That should supply water. The hot water might be a little bit more of a challenge because it's right here. But I think it'll be all right. Can I go like that, and let's have you come up this way and then over this way and see if that reaches. See if that's good enough to take care of all of it. Of course, we've got the two yellow striped doors here, both on door servos, and I think those are hooked up. Connect? No, they're not. Connect them to the door servos. Good to go. Yeah. And just let's make sure our hero door servo is still connected. Yes, it is. Indeed. It is. Okay, good. I'm leaving this because of your comments. It stays. All right. You want other crazy things to stay? Just make sure you're just abundantly loud about it. No matter how mundane or pointless it is, just get really into it. And I will make sure to keep it. See, so we have one is stocking the shelves and managing this stuff, and then these three are managing each of these shop fronts. So I know this will work. We can sell to both everyone at the same time. So this common room here, again, is going to be for maximum security eventually, but I don't have it locked down yet. Do I? Oh, I can't lock it down yet because of the classroom. I need the regular sec to get in here. So why don't we go ahead and lock this down right now? White wall. We come in like this. And then we can bring this all the way up. I don't know about that. Why don't we bring it to like... This might be like a little pinch point because medium security is going to be in this area. And so is maximum. And then they both have to be able to get to solitary. So if I go I guess maybe... I'm going to bring this up. But I also want maximum to be able to use this door to get out into the yard and stuff. So I don't want this door restricted. I just want this part restricted. So the best way to do that, I guess, would be to just do something like this. We want to lock this down with, let's say, the red doors. The double red door. We'll go like that. This can be locked down with a double red door as well. So we'll put a double red door. Are you opening up? I think I want you this way, so you open this way. So we'll put a double red door, let's say here. Yeah, here. Then we're going to want to make the white wall that way. So red prisoners, max security, they can get through this door and go through here. If these guys are coming through here... I'm tempted to make another door into this classroom. Which also opens up the possibility for these guys to take classes too. Yeah, I probably should do that instead. Have this just be the way it is. So this classroom door shifts over here. It's tempting. This is going to be trial and error. We're going to see gaps and we're going to see problems. And we're like, you have to see how the prisoners are going to flow through it, right? I think it's going to be pretty trial and error, but I know I need this because I want to lock this down. So this classroom is absolutely going to be maximum only, and this one is going to be medium and low sec, and probably a little bit of protective as well. So, and then the library. What were we doing there? This library right here. So in order to do that, we need library shelves and sorting desks. So let's get library shelves and sorting desks. We'll put the sorting... Oh, this is 3 wide. Oh, yeah, I did it right over here, but not over here, so I have to change it. Right here. So sorting desk there. We're going to want this wall to extend this way. And then demolish this. Let's go, workmen, on the double, please. Woo! I muted my mic just in time there. Oh, that was a big sneeze. Oh my gosh. Oh my god. All right, so this is done. Yeah, good. Okay, sorting desk. Hello, sorting desk right here. Yep. And put it there. And then the library shelves are just going along this place here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Look at that. Oh, it's almost like he planned the spacing. Almost. It's almost. And then we have the restricted section, which will have the library shelves being... I didn't plan this one, actually. Okay, how about we go... One... I know I can put them right next to each other, but I don't like that. 2 and then 3. And then we can go... maybe 4 like this or like this. I think it's probably like this. So like that, and then we'll leave this shelf off. So these 4 shelves will be for these guys, and these are going to be for everybody else. We could probably get away with putting another shelf here. How about there? That looks kind of cool. And there. All right. So this is our library. Now, where do they want to hang out during the library, right? Well, we just give them some wide sofas to just chill and read books with. I kind of like that idea. Actually, let's go ahead and take care of these shelves. You know what? We'll do that too here. These 3 shelves. So we want to give them a place to like chill and read books. So I'm going to give them this one, and I think we'll go like this. Sorting desk will be here. Is that the right direction? I can't tell. I think this is the right direction. I'm not sure. And then also we want to give them chairs to sit in, so we'll maybe give them a chair. There's not a whole lot of spots to just chill inside this area. Maybe the wide sofas aren't the right call here. All right, how about that? And then another smaller one like this. Just some extra room to chill, you know? Read a book. Stay in school, kids. We'll put the 1 light here should be enough, I think. And then maybe 1, 2, 3 lights here. For this area, again, chilling to read books. Do we need a table here? No, just the sorting desk. Okay. We're going to go these 2. We're going to put another couch over on this side. And then I think probably just like in the middle of the room sort of thing, right? Like, we could put even just sofas, like little tiny chairs almost. So we could say, you know, if you guys want to read books, you can just chill with these little seats. You know? Walk through the seats. And I think that's probably all right. Like, it's a place to chill and read. Why not? I like it. Okay, so libraries need to be stocked, though, okay? And I don't have anyone maximum security that can actually sort them. So, for the time being, we can't restrict this to protective custody. For the time being, I need prisoners to be able to get in here and go to work in here. So, we're going to want a couple of things. The first thing is we're absolutely going to need metal detectors in this area. So, because they are going to come out with all sorts of things, and it is not going to be pretty. So, these door plans are actually not doors. They're metal detectors. So, what we're going to want to do is just pop metal detector there and there, pop one there, and pop one. I actually want a door here. This one is a door, which is fine. It's kind of an internal door, so nobody can really get here anyway. And I think we'll make it a staff door. Not right now, actually. For now, let's leave it until this is sorted, because I need them to be able to cross through here. And then staff need to be able to travel fast through here, too. I didn't think of that. We could maybe make a path through the common room for that. So we could take common room... actually, infirmary needs a door. Here you go. Common room, we could go like this. And then maybe the door could like extend. The common room can maybe have this little nook here. And then we pop another door here. And then this part can be like the staff-only airlock. And that way staff can at least travel through this area, right? I need staff to be able to move through quickly, but not prisoners. Or at least not through these parts. So all of these books are coming in, and prisoners have to be the one that sort them. That's done by educated prisoners. So I need educated prisoners. For the time being, since we're not bringing in maximum just yet, let's demolish this wall. Makes it a lot easier for them to move through. We're also going to go ahead and keep that door open and keep this door open just to stop obstructing them. Next, I want wall lights everywhere. I can get them just for the sake of lighting. So let's put that there. We'll go common room wall lights there, there, there. Over here, I think. Over here, I think. And then this way. Put one on that side. Wall lights for the solitary cells, and also the library is well lit already, so that's fine. Do we need any lights here? Every cell should have wall lights, and it looks like they do, so we're fine there. And let's put, there's already a wall light there, and yeah, everything's fine here. Okay, for logistics, prison labor. We want people working in the library for prison labor. It doesn't look like it's going to let me do that. Why not? Why not? Prison labor. Logistics. Is this not marked? It's marked as a library. I'm confused. Oh, I need sorting desks in here anyway. Yeah, it's still failing because I didn't extend it to the sorting desks. That's why. That's why this thing's bugging at me. Okay, so these things should stop pestering me now. We need them hooked up to the electrical, so we'll run that way and then down this way. Let's get that done, please, workmen. And then logistics should let me do it once they get it installed. No, it has it already. So why can't I do it? Why can't I get prisoners to work in here? This should be unless I'm mistaken, libraries are staffed by prisoners. But it's not coming up as a viable work. As a viable place where people can work. Oh, because it's open. Is that a problem? I think apparently that's a problem. Having it be open? Does it have to be surrounded? Oh, you know what? Maybe what it is this whole room is being highlighted. No. No, it's just not allowing it while it's open. All right, we'll close it down then. So put a door there and close it down. Maybe that'll let me do it. I don't know. And then maybe we'll want a door here eventually too, I think. But I want that to be a different door. Can I do it yet? Prison labor. Okay, max jobs. This is still counting. This is the library. Interesting. Okay, so we do need a door. I don't want them to be a door, but I guess we're going to have to do a door. So we'll take a wall there, and we'll pop a door here. That should lock down the library pretty well. And then, since we're combining them for the time being, let's just make them all one library until they're all sorted, and then we can separate them later. And then each security level will manage its own. But for now, to get the initial sorting process done, I think I kind of need that. Prison labor. There we go. All right, I want as many people here working there as possible, and I'm also going to need some extra guards. So let's pop in a couple extra guards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have no loans. Good. Let's go. Deployments. We'll staff a guard in here at all times, I think. Just one. Maybe not two. You know what? At least one, just so I can see what's going on in there. And let's also put one wandering around in here. Not wandering. Let's put a patrol instead. We'll have a patrol. Just have you moving through here. Assign guards to this patrol. Just so I've got somebody around, right? Next, let's see. So they're going to have to walk through here to get to work. Do we want to do any intake? Where is it? I can never find it. Logistics, cell status. Okay. Do we want to do any intake? We have room for 4, 5. We have room for a few. We could go maybe like, be like this. You have room for more than that, actually. How about we grab like 14? Like a half and halvesies. 6 and 7. That should be fine. We'll grab a little bit of extra prisoners. And I also, it doesn't say how many are eligible to work in the library. But I thought the library required educated. Oh, also this. Yeah, you shouldn't be in there. My bad. This is protective only. So we're not using these solitary cells. Sorry, buddy. Out you go. None of this stuff, actually. We can lock all this down. Still protective custody. So none of these guys should be in here. Move you. Actually, can I? Just because I'm curious. Ooh, you are. The really weird thing is, so this guy, we don't know anything about him, right? If I want him to be recruited as an informant, we can make him an informant, but he still won't tell us anything about himself. So we still need other informants to tattle on him, right? I think that's cool. We have one informant there, a couple of gang members there. Gangs right now are just 2, 2, and 4, and they're not that violent. We have no problems with gangs at all. And you're really not going to have a problem with gangs until you get to maximum security and you start doing those guys. That's when the real problems start. Look at all the books that got delivered. My goodness. This is going to be a sick place. Like, once they get in here, they're going to love it here, man. They are going to love it. We'll put a wall light right here just to have this little thing lit. And then let's put a light there and there just to light this place up too. The wall lights don't take electricity. It was commented, but I mean, we observed it as well. The wall lights, apparently they're battery operated with infinite power. So that's kind of cool. Do they cost more? I haven't noticed. Light is 30 bucks. Wall lights, 30 bucks. So if you want to save some money, wall lights, man, they're kind of free. Did I put extra sprinklers in here yet? I have not put extra sprinklers in here. I noticed sprinklers in the item list, and I said, you know, I wonder if I've done that. The answer is decidedly no, you have not. So let's just get that going. Yes, and of course we want redundancy on that in case something goes. So always redundant sprinklers in the kitchen. Good. All right, we'll protect that a bit better now. Okay, so laundry is another problem, right? And, of course, the orderlies not getting out of the bathroom when they should. That's also a problem. But the laundry is still a problem. And I think this is their biggest need right now is freedom. But maybe not. Clothing's actually catching up. Interesting. I hired 2 janitors. That's it. Maybe 2 janitors is all it takes to fix that problem. I mean, once we get MaxSec, I think we're definitely going to need laundry. So I think MaxSec needs to do their own laundry. I'm thinking that could be right here. At least that's what I was planning on. It could be right here. Kind of do one of these numbers, and we lay down, like, you know, I don't know, how many should we do here? Let's make this easy on ourselves. Laundry. So objects. So if we wanted to, the small ironing boards, I believe, I still don't know what side. I think they're always, what side are you on? Let's look at the other ones. Where's the other ones? Can't even find my own laundry room, and I was just looking at it. Here it is. So it looks like they're on the left side of this arrangement. So if I come down here, I could just do this. They're going to be on the left side of all of these. Right? And then we could even just do that. And then we stack the rest of it with laundry machines. Maybe not here, but we stack the laundry machines here, 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 and here. Right? We make the wall for this over like so. We want some pretty, yeah, we want to make sure that they don't door there, and metal detector. Lots and lots and lots of metal detectors. Like, we just need to see everything. We need to always have that in mind. Let's put a radiator here. We're going to have probably hot water running through here too. And we're also going to need radiators in this wing too, because I don't have temperature done at all here. At least I didn't think I did. One radiator there, there, but not over here. It doesn't look like it's necessary right now. It is freezing outside, so anywhere where I have weakness in this, like over here, anywhere where I'm not fully covering this well is going to start getting cold because it's freezing outside. So this is getting cold now too. If we wanted to fix that, the radiators we have in this wing are non-existent. Really? Yeah, it looks like non-existent. Oh, right here. Oh, this thing is sticking out in the open. I need to flip it. All right, but we still need to move it. So if I take that radiator, do a straight line up to here, I wonder if that will help us with the temperature that's over here. It should. This one being installed here should heat all of this. It doesn't matter if solitary is a little bit chilly, but okay, let's go back down to the laundry room. This is a big expense. We only have $11,000 left, and we're running a little light on our cash flow just because we're not taking solid intake. I also want to draw your attention over here. Feed all prisoners. You'll notice that our prisoner line is more than our meals line. That is going to be that way always in this prison because we're going to be staggering our meals. We're never going to have enough meals to feed all prisoners, but what we will have is plenty of meals to feed the sections of prisoners as they need to eat. And then as they eat more, our cooks will be cooking more as they're consuming it. So we have lots of people consuming the food, but that doesn't mean we stop cooking. So the meals will keep going up, and the prisoners will get fed, and this will just keep fluctuating. But we will always have enough meals with this arrangement. It's my belief anyway. We will always have enough food to feed the maximum capacity of this room. So as long as this room is constantly used, and we have people working in the kitchen, which I will need to do that too. I'm going to need more people to work here. There's only 8 qualified prisoners. I'm going to need prisoners to help me. Otherwise, I need to hire more cooks. But the cool part about this is in the previous prisons when we had multiple kitchens, multiple canteens, and the cooks, they were always like running between the kitchens. They were always like, I'm not working in this kitchen. Today I'm working in that kitchen. And they would never stay in the same one. And that takes time. That travel time was very inefficient. And walking to the staff room all the time, very inefficient. If we can keep people right here, the cooks, they never have to leave this area right here. They're either in the kitchen, serving food, cleaning dishes, whatever, or they're in this staff room. That's what we want. The more efficient staff needs outline. Because if you have more than one kitchen, the cooks are like, let's say you do this arrangement right here, but you do it over here, right? Now you have 2 canteens, 2 kitchens, 2 staff rooms. What's going to happen is these cooks are going to be working in this kitchen. They're going to be like, I need a break. And they're not necessarily going to go to this one. They're probably going to walk all the way over to this other one for seemingly no reason. That's just the way the AI does it. They might even do the ultimate bad, which is what some of my guards were doing before, especially in like season 2 when we did staff needs, right? They would be working over here. They would then walk over to this staff room to get a meal, but then for some reason decide they wanted to actually eat that meal back over in this staff room. So they would just be like, I'm going over here, I'm going over. And by the time they did that, it's too late. Their break is over. They're just going to drop their meal and go back to work, and they're going to stay pissed off. It's not great. So I want to try to alleviate that problem, keep 100% staff morale, especially when we start getting more violent people. I need as much help as I can in keeping their morale up, especially when guards start dying, because that probably will happen. I think I need to reschedule this because there's like nobody taking any of this. So I'll reschedule, and then ta-da, everyone's doing it. Weird. Prison labor. I still don't know if anybody's going to work here, though. I need educated people to work here. There's no laundry basket installed here. Not a big deal. We don't need them to start. Well, I mean, they could. They could. Also, another interesting point here is, do I really want... Yeah, there's enough capacity for this. We'll let this go. But I've rerouted power, right? So I've got the power system laid down like this, which powers the workshop and all of the really power-hungry equipment, as well as these metal detectors, which I never want to be off. I never want these to be off either, so I haven't connected these to this grid, because if I decide to, let's say we're overloaded in power and we're like, oh no, right? We need to be able to cut the power to workshop equipment, but keep everything else on. So I've routed this line off of this side, bringing it this way, and these are not connected. That way, when I shut power off to save power resources here in the event of an emergency, I still keep all of this stuff on, right? So that's a good like power routing tip. You can use these power switches and you can switch them off. You don't even need a person to do it. You just hit off and then all of the stuff goes off. It doesn't even need to be flipped by a workman. And so then you save yourself a ton of power, right? So in a pinch, that will help you a lot. Let's go ahead and drop another capacitor here because I am going to expand a little bit. We're getting an intake happening right now. $27,000. More prisoners coming in. More of our criminally insane people coming in too. All right, these guys. Can I speed this up at all? Because this is a staff door. I'm thinking I want these to be visitor doors instead now. I just don't know how secure visitor doors are. That's been my biggest thing. Because, like, if people are trying to escape, they're going to bust down whatever doors they can. And are staff doors, like, are they stronger or not as strong as visitor doors, right? I don't know. But visitors, they always need staff help to get through here. Which isn't a super big deal, I guess. But I'm not thinking these gates are probably pretty flimsy. I don't know. Yeah, we'll see. Okay, so let's see. We're 42 minutes into this video. Really? Holy cow, it doesn't seem like it took that long. Now you're all looking at the video time going, huh? Yeah, I guess it is. That didn't take long. That's weird. I guess time flies when you're having fun, huh? Let's connect this to hot water. And I think we'll route this down. It'll be to here. And then over, because we're gonna drop cells here too anyway, so. I think it's this one. You know what, I'll wait to draw that one, but I'm pretty sure this is where the pipes will be for that one. Let's take a look at temperature really quick. This is gonna need to have radiators in here for the warmth. So we're gonna drop radiators, we'll go there and there. That should be good for now, but we'll eventually need another one there, but I'm not gonna drop that there now. We have capacity. If I want to, this is kind of a questionable area for now. I can always shift these lines around or get rid of them entirely and drop another set of cells. But there's room for more solitary. One more solitary right here if we need it. I do not see anybody coming to work here. So you can leave me comments if you'd like to on this and why people wouldn't work here, because... well, I mean, we'll see. Hang on. Maybe they will. I don't want to end this video until I know that this works. So when this work lockup starts, we'll see if anybody comes and works in this library. Because I want these books sorted, right? And you can see I'm setting up protective custody before we even get the dangerous people. That's new for me. Normally, I just let them die. But because we have this... We have these gravestones, and I really want to pop down all of the gravestones. As many gravestones as we can when we end the series. And I'm kind of thinking, I know this is kind of weird, and I know there's going to be probably quite a few deaths. I'm kind of thinking of expanding land out this way, which is going to cost me a whopping $80,000. But we expand land here, and then a good portion of this is just a gravesite. And we just have tons of gravestones. And we'll see how many we need. But they're very expensive. They're $100 each. So I want to prevent deaths. And getting protective custody is a great way to do that preemptively. So Let's drop this there, and it's work time now. Are you working? They are. Good. All right. Guys, they're working here. All right. We're going to get people sorting it out. And then I also don't have any metal detectors. Son of a bee. Do I? No, I do. It's just it's the planning. Yeah. The planning lines are over top of it. Nice. Okay, good. So they are going to be working to get books on these shelves. I can't wait. A library, finally. Now, these guys don't have one. We need to figure out where to put that. Maybe right here is where we put the library instead. Since it doesn't look like I need any more for the water pumping station yet, we could do that. You know, that's probably what we'll do. We'll have it right here, and then maybe we'll take only this one section we'll transfer to here, and then the rest of this space can be for other extracurricular things. Maybe another cell wing that's a lower security. I don't know. I don't even know where to put low sec right now. I have no idea. Come back for the next one, guys. Maybe I will have an idea. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. You can subscribe if you're not already. We play a lot of Prison Architect here, but we also play a lot of other types of colony, builder, creative kinds of games. I used to, at one point, a long time ago, I had this little series I started. My very first Let's Play series was Conquering Kerbal Space Program. And if you want to check that out, you can. That's on the channel too, in the playlist section. And I want to continue that too. So anyone who's watching this going, yeah, I remember, he didn't finish. I want to so much. So we'll have to see. I'm going to try to make the next episode here, 104, I think it is. I'm going to try to make that. I'm going to put some time aside to edit that now that I have a little bit of time. And we'll see what kind of response it gets and whether we can continue that for the time that I can spend on it. So, because at this point, as it is right now, I don't know. I don't have a degree of confidence that it's a good idea for me to continue it when there are other projects that can do better. So, anyway, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.